At the start of the first National Strategy for Transformation in 2017, the journey to digitize government services had started, but only 40% of these services had been brought online. The NST2 set a goal of bringing 100% of government services online by 2024. The rationale behind this goal was two-pronged. Online services meant easier access to them by citizens, further decentralizing government. They also meant the removal of direct interface between the citizen and public servants, thereby curbing bribery and corruption. So how did Rwanda tackle the challenge of achieving this ambitious goal?
We're building on the partnership that we have with Irembo. There's also a lot of services that were put online. A lot has happened also in the health sector, in the justice sector with ICMS and a couple of different systems and platforms that were put in place, mainly under the Smart Rwanda master plan.
I think the Irembo has significantly improved the access to government services through this multi-platform approach that is customized for each user needs. So on the web, for example, where people can use either their laptop or their mobile phone, their smartphone, they can access more than 200 services seamlessly with a very easy to use interface. And now for the people who don't have smartphones, who have feature phones, we also have the USSD applications where they can access services that do not need an attachment. So with this approach, we make sure that we solve for every user, whatever devices they have, so that no one can be left behind. So I think the success from the citizen perspective, we see clearly and improved access to services. So thanks to that multi-platform approach, right, citizens can now access all services wherever they are. They no longer need to go to an office. So, and if you also talk about rural areas where they usually have to go to a long distance to access an office, now with either the USSD application or our network of more than 5,000 agents in the country, they can access services seamlessly. So within 2 minutes or 5 minutes from them, they can find an agent and access the government services.
Mbere kwishyura urugero nko kwishyura mituweli wagombaga kujya ku murenge cyangwa ku kagari, ariko ubu ngubu wegera ahantu hakwegereye ukabasha kuba wakwishyura ugahita ujya kwivuza. No gusaba icyemezo gisimbura indangamuntu byagusabaga kujya ku murenge warataye indangamuntu kugira ngo bagusinyireho ku murenge kira cyemezo gikoresha, ariko bijya ku Irembo kigahita kiza kiriho n'ifoto yawe ukabasha kugikoresha bitakugoye.
The impact for citizens is tangible and palpable. But the same is also true for the government side.
On the government side, we saw a lot of efficiency, improvement in efficiency. So we have more than 3,000 officers using our platforms, and today they can process those applications seamlessly without having to manage physical queues that they usually had. And what we see today is that it's very common for an officer to process an application in less than an hour, right? And we did some calculation and realized that we saved the government more than 120 million working hours just because we make it very easy for the officers to process the application.
The digitization of government services hasn't occurred solely through the Irembo platform. Other key systems include e-taxation, the Umucho portal, which has completely digitized public procurement processes, the Integrated Financial Management Information System, or IFMIS, which has digitized public fund usage, the Land Administration Information System, LAIS, which has automated land mapping and registration. And perhaps the one through which all these integrations have been made possible, the National Identification Program.
The National Identification Agency was established as a project, and the goal was to digitize the issuance of the identity card from the paper-based to a digital one. And to achieve it, we had to digitize first our population registry, which we did. We collected the forms, we did the data entry, and then we created a population registry. And out of the population registry, now we went to collect biometrics to issue identity card to citizens aged 16 and above. Along the way, we expanded the scope. We included issuance of identity to the refugees as well as foreign residents. And we even opened it to the diaspora. Now even Rwandans from diaspora can apply for their ID from the diaspora. They go to the embassy, they collect their biometrics. We use, again, technology to pull the data from embassies, and we produce the ID card, and then we send it through diplomatic means to the citizen. Now we're also in charge of modernizing the civil registration and vital statistics. This one is to ensure that end-to-end, from birth to death, and all the events in between are digitized 100%. And we started the journey in 2020. We digitized all the 9 vital events. So today, birth and death occurring in health facilities is registered directly at the health facility, which has taken us for completeness of registration from, it was I think at 65, now we're at above 90%, and it is done within 3 days.
On the next episode, we will explore what Rwanda has done to improve digital literacy among Rwandans, equip citizens with world-class ICT knowledge and skills, and foster an environment where tech innovations can be operationalized and scaled for tech startups to thrive.